This is what I want you to do. Jab, jab, right hand, slip, slip, right hand, hook, right hand, okay? But when you slip and slip, I want you going, not like step it in, but just slip and slip. Because if you go backwards and slip, you're going to fall back, okay? And keep your elbows in and don't stretch your hands out, okay? So, slip, slip, right, hook. Yep. Jab, jab, slip, slip, right, hook. Back it up.
What's your wildest dream? Here is another human telling you that I started from the bottom, now I'm here. And not the bottom, and I'm in Cali. I'm right around the corner. I grew up right around 76 miles from here. 8 Mile, right there, Trojan. Went to Henry Ford, Taft, McKinney. I'm right from where you from. Right around I'm from Michigan.
Is that something that deters you? Has there been a place where failure has slows you down from wanting to do what you want to do with your jam?
Yeah, I mean, my answer is a little bit different. Like, I'm not fearless. I'm afraid every single day. Every single day that I do this, I'm like, and he'll tell you, I'm like, should I be doing this? Is this my purpose? What is my purpose? I'm praying on it. I mean, it's not so set for me, you know? And that's just being real. Like, I struggle through it all the time. Like, I'm a confident person, but when it comes to quitting your job and shutting off your income, your consistent income, right? When you have bills to pay, right? Like, it's a big deal. So, and to answer your question, like, I don't know if this is it for me. I feel like it is. At this moment, I feel like something's telling me to keep going. So that's what I'm gonna go with. You know what I mean? Like, it feels good. I'm more afraid of what it looks like to not do this. I'm more afraid of what it looks like to work a 9 to 5. Like, I could do, you know, like, I work in the food industry, right? I do like marketing. I could work in this industry. I can grow and build through that. But like, that's not it for me. You know, like, I can work my way up the corporate ladder, and I'm sure I'll do fine. But like, that causes more fear in my heart than it does to do this. So that's why I do it. And I lean a lot on Ron. He's helped me a lot through, you know, like, sometimes I'll just wake up and I'll be like, I can't do this business anymore. Like, I should just shut it down. And like, I'll talk to my husband, and he's just like, you know, like, he talks me through it, but I'm like, I should call Ron, because, and I do sometimes, and, you know, Ron will be like, you're fucking crazy. Like, I mean, you know, like, he's like, what do you mean? Like I've been there. And then it helps me, like, to hear someone else who has kind of been there, done that, been through it all, to just be like, okay, I'm still willing to do this. Like, every time I hear a story, it's like a spot check. Like, okay, yeah, I'm still willing. And like, will there be some point where I'm not willing? Maybe. But as long as I keep checking and there's not, I'm gonna keep going.
That's right.
I was just inspired by all of you guys, and just listening to your stories and your vulnerability. And first, I want to say I appreciate that. One of the things that Spirit was pushing me to talk about, or at least to mention, was you kind of lose fear when you get activated to your purpose. Mm-hmm. And when you get activated to your purpose, you start taking on impossible tasks. And when you take on impossible tasks, the reason why you do that is because there is no other way.
It's too deep. Hold on. Hold on.
That's the right place to like kind of like lift up your hand. Just wave a little bit. Like,
he was studying. All right. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, sorry. Can you go 2 sentences back?
You say you get fearless when you embrace your purpose.
Activate.
Activate.
And there's no other
when you
way.
get activated to your purpose, and then you start taking on impossible tasks. I'm going to change the world. I'm going to do this. Because you move through grace, and the way that you move through grace is through creation. And when you're moving through creation, that's the impulse, and that's the motivation for you to do whatever it is that you're going to do. So, like, I was listening to what you guys were saying, and I just remember quitting my job 2 months later. Quitting my job and then immediately starting my business. I didn't have any savings, backup plan, nothing. I just knew that it was going to work out. And I knew that it was going to work out because I heard my ancestors whispering to me, it's going to happen. And I felt myself in this position incarnated back in Egypt. Like, yo, I've done this before. I could do it again. My purpose here is to do it again. And so I'm
chair up there.
No, we only got 4 chairs.
but it's true. You can't fail when you're working through your own creation, because every single person in this room has an individual, unique contribution to the world that's unique to them, that makes everybody in here a genius when you tap into your individual intelligence. So when you say that you fear, it's because you don't realize your own power. But once you get activated and you understand your power, then you become limitless. So that's what it's really all about. It's empowering people to understand their full human potential. Not only mentally, but emotionally, physically, spiritually, and financially. Because oftentimes we say, oh yeah, we're humble, and I'm just gonna like chill out on the money thing. But the universe doesn't understand that. The universe understands abundance. And abundance comes in monetarily, it comes emotionally, it comes in all these different ways. So everybody is going to succeed. It's just really fine tuning and tapping into and trying this way like a jigsaw puzzle and figuring out what works for you. And then once you contribute and you actually offer off what works for you, there will be a niche group of people in this world that are going to dig into it and be like, yo, and your impact is going to have an impact on millions. There was only one Jesus. There's only one Elijah Muhammad. There's only one Mary Magdalene. Only one Saint Germain. And they had an impact on generations and millions of people. Think about that. And it's only because they understood their power.
I will also say,
I'm done.